Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. So if you can tell by the title, it's not really going to be like a happy video, to be honest. So yeah, so see what I wrote in the title. I have COVID. Yeah, I was I got the result yesterday, so me and my husband both have it. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to do a video about how I'm feeling and just the symptoms, and just kind of apologise that I won't be able to film for maybe God knows how long until I feel better. I've got my Ewok with me just keeping me for comfort, and I feel like I'm doing a Jeffree Star apology video, you know, when he sits in his bed and he's got all his stuff everywhere. So I feel like I'm doing one of those, but it's not really an apology video. It's just it's an apology that I won't be able to film for a few days and just kind of give you guys an update as to how I'm doing. So you can probably tell by my voice I've got quite a fluey voice, so let's just go back a bit. So I think it must have been about a month ago, my husband started to feel a bit unwell, and because he has to go out to work every day and he's surrounded by lots of people, and you know, just he's having to go on buses to work and surrounded by people, and obviously London's a very dirty place as it is, and people just don't give a shit sometimes. And yeah, so a month or so ago he thought he got it, so we both got a test done, and it came back negative. And then a couple of days ago he started to feel quite unwell again. This was much worse. It was a really, really bad continuous cough, really high fever, not being able to sleep. So on the night, I think it was Sunday night, I think we called 111 just to kind of see what could be done, and they said, oh, it sounds like you do have COVID, so please start to self-isolate. And then actually I think that was Monday. And then on Tuesday we both went to go and get a test done, actually one that's really close by to us. And they said, oh, the results will be here in 48 hours. So we went, it's one of those open ones, it's like a drive-through, but you could still go there and get it done. So we both got it done. I wasn't going to get it done because I hadn't booked an appointment, and I was like, it might not be anything, but as I'm here, I might as well do it because I felt fine. You know, everything was okay for me. And then yesterday morning, so yesterday being Wednesday, we got the text at 7:30 in the morning saying that we were both positive, and I was just like, oh god, here we go. So we obviously well, I work from home, so I don't go anywhere unless I have to go shopping, and now obviously I can't do that now, so we're doing 10 days of self-isolation. But the thing is, when I woke up Wednesday morning, I felt completely fine. I woke up and I was like, okay, we're gonna get through this, the next 10 days will be fine. And then I started work, and then I started to feel like absolute shit. I don't know what happened. It's kind of like my body knew that I was working, and I was just starting to feel really unwell. And I was actually doing our meeting on Wednesday, because every Wednesday morning we have a team meeting where we all talk about our projects and just stuff like that. And then it just kind of hit me like a bus, and I was just like, I feel really tired. I've suddenly got this random dry cough, and I was just like, oh my god, it's happening. And then throughout yesterday evening, I was just shivering, coughing, just feeling really exhausted. So I have from my lower back down, my legs, they just feel so weak. I was saying to my husband, it's kind of like when you do leg day at the gym and your legs are like jelly. But when I was watching TV last night, I had a blanket over me, but I was still shivering. And I know it's winter and it's cold, and obviously you're gonna be cold, but this is a different type of cold. I haven't had a fever like this in a very long time. And yeah, I was just like, okay, I need to try and slow myself down. And obviously I've been taking paracetamol and ibuprofen, but you shouldn't obviously take too many because it's not good for your body. But I've been trying to take as much as I can, and it's not helping that much, in all honesty. So what I tend to do sometimes if I feel unwell, I take 2 ibuprofen before I go to bed, just because it kind of helps me relax and go to sleep and have a decent night's sleep. But I had no sleep at all. I literally came to bed, my husband was just relaxing, watching, I think, on his phone, and I was literally just like shaking. It was just like I can't control my body, like it was literally just like this. And even when I laid in bed, I was wearing like a jumper to bed, had a t-shirt, had my pajamas on, and I was just still constantly shivering. And normally in my bed covers they do keep us quite warm, but it wasn't keeping me warm like at all. And I was just constantly like every 10 seconds just shivering and just like trying to make sure that I can breathe okay, because I think part of it was feeling quite anxious as well, because I was just like, I want to be okay, I need to be okay, and just worrying about myself and my husband as well, because obviously he's got it much worse than I do, and just making sure he's okay. And to be honest, I really got like no sleep at all. And then this morning I woke up, I had a shower, and I still just have like such a hazy headache, and I've obviously sound quite fluid. I don't like sound myself. And you know, it's just trying to like be positive and trying to, you know, knowing that I'll be okay. Because I mean, if you haven't seen my video, like 2 weeks ago I lost my uncle to COVID. Just, yeah, he had it for like 2 weeks and he passed away because of like breathing problems. And this is why I'm trying my best to kind of keep control of how I'm breathing, and just making sure that I am drinking lots of water. And I thankfully bought some orange juice before all of this happened, because all my friends and family have been asking if we need any shopping, which I really appreciate. But yeah, thankfully Monday I did some shopping. This was obviously before we took the test, so my normal shopping day is Monday. So yeah, I'm quite glad that I did that, because normally I tend to put off shopping because it's horrendous. But yeah, that's kind of it for like the past few days. Honestly, if you're not feeling okay, get a test done, because you need to make sure you're okay. You don't want it to like go undiagnosed. Just a pointer out there as well, if you do like the track and tested, NHS will be hounding you on the phone. Like my husband's been getting calls like non-stop for them to like go, are you answering the phone? And I was just like, what the hell are they doing? And then they called me and they were like, oh, you're living in the same house as someone who's got it. And I'm like, yeah, but I did a test and I have it, so I do know. So when you do test positive, you'll be getting lots of calls from the NHS, just kind of, you know, you have to do all these questions, like a questionnaire that they ask you to do as well, kind of like when you've started getting symptoms and what you've been doing. So I noticed, obviously I wrote down that I went shopping, and they were like, oh, was it crowded, was it this and this and that, and it's just like a questionnaire, so they want to obviously use it for future references or just kind of statistics or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just feeling so tired. I literally like haven't had like 2 days in a row, I hadn't had any sleep. Like I think it was Monday night into Tuesday, I literally had no sleep. I don't know why. I think it's because I was just worried about my husband as well, and just making sure he's okay. Just that paranoia of knowing that someone has COVID, even though I have it as well. I'm just trying to look after him and making sure he's okay. Yeah, that's all I can really say, to be honest, because I don't really know what else to say apart from I'm just really frustrated because I have so many products that I want to try, like so much makeup that I got, and I know I will be testing them without a doubt, of course, and those videos will hopefully be coming up as soon as possible when I start feeling better. I know I need to look after my health first and make sure I feel okay, which I am doing. I'm trying to relax, but I don't know how I can relax if my body's just aching. Like I'm just, like as I said, I'm feeling so tired. I'm just trying to have like naps throughout the day, but I don't like doing that because I wake up and I feel so groggy. But I feel like in these type of situations, I think it's okay to do that. But yeah, that's just a little update from me. If you do have it, I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope you do make a speedy recovery. If you know anyone, please just check up on them to see how they're doing, because I guess it's just nice to just check up on your family or friends or whatever, and I'm really lucky to have such nice friends and family messaging me constantly asking if I'm okay. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I will be back in a couple of days, hopefully. I'm hoping. But yeah, hopefully after like the 10 days of isolation, everything will be okay. But yeah, if you have any questions or anything, please write them in the comments, and if you want to ask me on my social media or whatever, that's totally fine. I'm happy to answer what I can. But yeah, I hope you're staying healthy and happy. And yeah, I'm not going to really tell you to like and subscribe, that's just so out of place. But I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.